What is up, everybody? I forgot to turn the starting soon logo on, but you know, stream run. That's it. We gotta start over, guys. We gotta delete the VOD, scrub it from the internet, make a new account. In 20 days, a new account. I reached Lostbelt 5.2. Lostbelt 6 drove me crazy. Well, what about 6 drove me crazy? Yeah, so I think I messed something up with TTV because the emotes are working on the stream overlay, so the YouTube viewers can see it, but I can't see it, right? So I got something off there. I have to fix that later. But yeah, if you do like the D face or rat jam and you look at the stream, you know, preview thing, it works. So I messed something up in there. Copium. I'm surprised anyone doesn't know what that means. It's so widespread internet at this point, but it's opium and coping. You know, it's basically a fancy way of saying you're in denial and you're coping with it. Okay, Rat Jam is better than Cat Jam, though. I'm just saying. All right, well, we're on the main account because I don't think there's anything worth making a video for until the final boss. So I'm like, I might as well stream everything else, right? So, so they have said in the story that Green likes rats. I mean, if they're not like, you know, feral, they're fine. But they've said in the story that there's like 2 Knights of the Round running around together in like an anti-Morgan movement, and one of them is definitely Percival. The other one, it's not really clear, but a lot of people think it's Agravain, and I hope it is, because he ain't ever had any screen time, and the fact that Morgan is in this, you know, that'd be kind of interesting. And if they add Agravain and they don't like fuck him up and, you know, any of that nonsense, I'm gonna grail him to 90 right away, right? Like that's an easy. He's got, and I hope he gets a helmet in this stage 1, for God's sakes. But we shall see. He was at Terra 196. Thank you for the 7-month resub. I appreciate it. So I've been reading as much as I can with the translations and stuff for Lostbelt 6, and it's just weird. Like, the story is just fucking weird. Like, first off, it's not really even a Lostbelt. It's like an alternate world, and it's not like alternate history. It's just, it's so different. It is so fucking weird, dude. Like, the fairies just like come into existence. No one's actually born, and like Castoria is like Morgan's replacement, because basically if a fairy like dies or isn't doing their job, another one to take their place just materializes, and it's like the same thing for humans, even though there's hardly any humans. It is weird, dude. It's like, it doesn't really mirror, it's not like our timeline but different. It's just its own like unique world, and it's kind of dumb and whack. And then you have this Morgan basically has learned about regular history and wants to like invade it, basically. It's all kind of dumb. But yeah, the more I've read about it, the less I've liked it, really. Because it's just not very interesting. A lot of the interesting connections between the characters don't exist in the Lostbelt, right? So it makes it a lot less interesting. The fact that they barely use Tristan is just a crime. Alright. I don't know. This is one of the Tamcat fights. I don't know which one, though. There's like 5 of them, so. What do we want to use? We're pretty free to do what we want over here because it's my main account. And I've got a couple of servants. And I got a few. Yeah, we're certainly going to get some of the Knights of the Round in part 2. And I mean, Percival's the obvious one, but probably one other one, it looks like. And I'm hoping it's Agravain or Sir Kay, but I have no hope for Sir Kay. I have none. Although I'd be very happy if it was. That's what I want the most for the Knights of the Round, is Sir Kay. They're not sticking to Arthurian legend at all in this story, like not even a little bit. Well, if you want Percival, that's almost a sure in there. This stage is probably not worth doing command codes. Yeah, I want Green Knight, obviously, but he's not a Knight of the Round. I was talking about Knights of the Round here. What's a writer that would be interesting here? Here we go. I kind of want to use Ku just because how much he shuts down the Tamcat gimmicks. I'm guessing it's like what some people are theorizing. It's not really clear yet because there's just, I mean, there's only 9 chapters and there's just not enough screen time with Mash and Morgan and stuff. But some people think that like basically what Morgan did to bestow the title of like Gwaine and Tristan to Sith Lord and Burgess is basically being done to Mash. That's what some people think, but I don't fucking know because there's really no information right now. Hey, worst donut. What's a fun support to use here? You know what? I was gonna use Shakespeare, but we do that on our alt account all the time. Let's use Nightingale. There we go. This is a thief right here. Literally no synergy between the units, but we'll make it work. I got Mori to Bond 10 last night. Quite happy about that. Unfortunately, his Bond CE is completely useless, and the only reason I even bothered getting him to Bond 10 is in case they ever do another Guadia-style event. And then Canis is getting there. What's she at? Yeah, 139. That's still a good chunk, but she's getting there. You know, I need to get the new craft essences and then level them because they're going to be like the budget CEs, I bet, going forward, so... I'm sure people will bitch about it though. They'll be like, oh, I don't have those yet though. It's always going to be something. What level? I guess we'll do that one. And then where's Mordred on her bond? I don't ever try to get her bond up, but I farm with her a lot. So yeah, it's getting there. Almost bond 12. Halfway to bond 12. And what about Billy? Not even close. He's not even bond 11 yet. Though he's getting kind of close to bond 11. I might take Lancelot to 100 at some point. I have a lot of grails right now, and we're going to get a grail for the summer event, and we're going to get a grail for Lostbelt 6. But I want to save 2 of them in case they add Sir Kay or Agravain. So I got to at least do that. But yeah, Lancelot and Tesla are 2 I'm thinking about going to 100 with. If they added Sir Kay, though, I would probably take him to 100. Unless they just fucked it up. But yeah, I probably would do that. I don't know why I'm taking all this time, because this stage is a pretty forgettable stage. If it's the one I think it is anyway. Where's limit over 0? That's 1. Though she doesn't have that many Buster cards. Fuck it, hope they're humanoid. Ivan's had a few raid ups. Those aren't humanoid. Well, this is not the stage I thought it was. We may regret our complete hodgepodge team here. Why you gotta immediately hit fucking Columbus? That is... Why did Yep, that's a good Mystic Code. Yeah, that'll help. That's the one right there. Take all that time with craft essences, and I didn't even bother to look at Mystic Code. Well, so much for big Columbus damage. Please tell me the next wave is at least casters. Not even the chat in CN, alright? Watch him crit Nightingale. Thankfully not. Not enough MP gain. I know this is a Tamcat stage. I don't know, maybe this is the one she NPs every time she guts. I don't know. Weird, I didn't remember that one making you use... Cancer Artoria and Muramasa. I was gonna say Shiro, and I was like, that's not his name. Dude, Nightingale just did not get to live there, and I guess they barely touched Ku, and he's the tanky one. Well, this did not work out as I had intended. This is unsatisfying. I might redo it, even though we're gonna win because Ku can't die here, but I was really thrown off because I really did not remember you having used Castor Artoria and Muramasa for this stage, so I wasn't thinking it was one GNPs like this. Because if I'd known it was this one, I would have just done like a lot of silly stuff with units that have lingering evades and stuff, and you never die. Yeah, it's that one. Okay, I want to redo this. This is no fun. Like, we'll win, because there's no dying for Ku here, but, our team did nothing. I just wasted 24 AP, but that's what apples are for. Okay, well, if we can't, have too much fun there, let's see, what do we do here? Poor Curse Arm getting, a bit shut down here. Okay, I know, I got it. Shoutouts to Bergfest not being able to get 10-10-10, by the way. Go Proto-Ku. Proto-Ku's another one I want to grail, even though he's 100 on my other account. If they give him an animation update, I don't know, I might do it. Let's do David, because David has a lingering evade as well. We're not counterclassing the casters, but who cares? I want to see if, like, just even with Tamcat NPing a bunch, I want to see if I can have like nobody die and like not even get in threat of dying. I'll have Ku do the legwork. Oh no, we can do that. That's fine. I was gonna give him 20-30 just for pointless crits. Get Kana spawned. Thematic. Okay, I'm changing this. Okay, now we're ready to meme on the stage. Yeah, I like Burgerfest's gameplay a lot, so when she was solo rated up, I threw a little bit of SQ at her. Not that much though, but got her NP2, so it worked out. Like, really, she has really fun gameplay. Like, definitely not my favorite character by any means. I mean, I don't hate her, but she's kind of just okay. But gameplay is just awesome, so I'm really interested in seeing how that pans out when she does get to be 10-10-10 and all that. Could they have a Herc rate up, you know, or give us a free 4-star ticket though? Could that happen? That sounds like a good time. Wait, this cannot be the fight I'm thinking of. It can't be because she has so many health bars. I think there must be like another one. This is what happens when they make you fight the same thing 80 times. It's like nobody remembers which Cerberus fight is which. And no, Berghest is not immortal. Now this isn't the damage cut one. We already did that one. But I don't know what this one is. I guess these are giants, right? Yeah, we haven't gotten a free 4-star because the free 5-star replaced it. Which honestly sucked because I couldn't pick Tesla, they wouldn't let me. And then I also can't pick her because no free 4-star, so it's been kind of shitty. Why you gotta drain Ku's MP like that? Why you gotta do it twice? Fuck this game, by the way. Biggest regret is getting Emiya on the 4-star ticket because I wanted an AoE archer, got Gilgamesh right afterwards, lol. Wish I got Herc instead, yeah, it feels bad. Hopefully you at least like Emiya. I overwhelmingly use my 4-star tickets. Every 4-star ticket, I've always used it to make a higher NP rank of someone I already have. But Herc will be like the first exception, I think, because I'm just tired of him being the only 4-star I don't have. It kind of sucks. Let's see. Well, this is clearly not the fight I was thinking it was, but I think we'll be fine anyway. David has so little health right now. Why did that thing have to NP drain me? Game, please. Did I just get NP drained again? What the fuck is... just... You know what? We're doing anti-beast damage. Fuck this stage. What do I... You just want to, you know, use a cool spear on somebody, and the game's like, Why is it always Ku? Fuck. 10k health. And there goes David. Maybe I should have brought a more serious team. Can I have my NP now? I like how I wasn't even trying to get Proto-Ku's NP, and he has his NP with change. It's because Ku's had like 60 NP drained. Hey look, debuff clear though. Surely with his anti-beast damage he'll break here. Holy shit, Proto-Ku needs an animation update. Like, you know, with all the new servants and all the animation updates and Caster Ku getting an animation update and all that, it's starting to really show when you're a day one servant, right? Like, does anyone else see this? It's like, you know, it used to be you had a huge roster of characters with bad animations and bad sprites. You know, but as time goes on, there's less of them, and there's even more ones with good sprites and animations. And it's just getting kind of ridiculous now when you got these 1 or 2 servants that just look terrible, right? And it's like, why is this still in the game? It's like, well, what happened to standards? I don't know what this fight was, but it worked out. The NPC's horse has better animations, yep. A lot of trash mobs have better animations than day one characters now, like the Bloodborne guys. I don't remember this fight. I do not remember this fight. I remember the damage cut one, and I remember the NP spam one. I don't even know what that was. Protoku getting out damaged in his niche. I mean, what are you gonna do? At least he's not grailed here. If he was grailed, he would still win. Although it's kind of close. And what's really messed up is Ku can get a bigger damage bonus if he's low in health. If Ku is low in health and does his MP, and they're both grailed and 2k foed and everything, and then Protoku's can anti-beast, they're very close in damage. And then Ku has way more survivability and debuff clear and this, that, and the other. The only thing I can really give Protoku over Ku is his preemptive debuff block. The problem is it's not good enough though. If he got like 100% debuff block, then it'd be like, yeah, that's good. But he only gets like 50%, so it's still really random. I don't know if they're gonna, I mean, they'll probably give Medusa one eventually, but even though her animation update was really old, it's held up kind of okay, right? So it's probably kind of low priority for them, I suspect. I would say give Protoku more oomph. The problem is that he's going to be hard to fix compared to Ku. He's not hard to fix as just a unit, but compared to Ku, he's really hard to fix now because Ku already has way more survival than him and then has a lot of oomph for some fucking reason, right? So it actually is going to be hard for Protoku to keep up in the oomph department. And then he needs to like destroy Ku in the damage department for it to be fair, because he has so much less survival, right? So he doesn't need to just tie with Ku, he needs to like blow Ku out of the water, and I don't see them doing that anytime soon. You know, they'd have to like buff him twice to do that. What a great selection we have here. This is supposed to be that underwater fight. We'll just slap this in the back. Almost deleted that team, that would have been a mistake. Yeah, this is a whatever team. Alright, what do we want to use? I kind of want to use Lancelot. There's nothing particularly good about Lancelot for this fight. It's just, Lancelot's awesome, so... Gilius? Well, what is my Saber Gilius at? I don't think I ever leveled him because, you know... He takes some nasty mats, and he's not exactly the best thing in the game. Yeah, I don't think I've actually... He's one of the only 3 stars I haven't leveled yet. One of these days. I think he takes bones or something. Red Rabbit. Alright, what do we want to use with Lancelot? We could always do the typical... Hans. That's right, this starts off as an Avenger. I need a somewhat competent team. I do have Caster Gilius leveled. This is not a good stage for him, though. Although it's kind of thematic, because it's underwater. Do you realize how, like, OP, though, Caster Gilius is, though? Like, it's... In lore, not in gameplay. But, like, seriously... So many servants could never beat his monster, like under any circumstance. They just can't, right? Only a, you know, you have to have you need more than just an AoE. It needs to be a very powerful, you know, nuke, right? And then big enough to actually blast the whole thing and blow up the core, right? Like that's not a common feat, right? And so in a lot of Grail Wars, if you just slap them in it, they're not gonna be able to do shit. And also that monster can get stronger if it, you know, absorbs a lot of mana and stuff, like killing people or what have you. So there's a lot of situations where it could get, you know, even stronger than what we saw. Yeah, in Fate Zero, only Gilgamesh and Artoria could kill it. I think that's correct. Let me think. Potentially Lancelot could if he found the right item, right? If he found like a nuclear sub, he could probably kill it, right? But that's not really reliable. You know, Lancelot would depend on what is around, right? Like the jet fighter he had would not have been capable of blowing it up. But if he found, yeah, like a nuke or some nonsense, then he probably could. But, yeah. Gil doesn't need prep time. How much of the black faction can he bonk? What, Gilius? Who was even on the black faction? There's, let's see. So Vlad, Siegfried. I like command spells. He might be able to kill it. It's not a dragon though, so I don't think it might not be quite enough. I would think not. Jack don't have a chance. Okay, Spartacus could kill it. Actually, Spartacus would counter Castergilius really hard, like super hard, because none of the stuff Castergilius has is like one big fell swoop that can take out Spartacus, and they're just gonna be like thrashing him and smacking him and stuff, and he's just gonna get, you know, powered up and powered up and powered up and powered up, and then he's just gonna go off like a bomb, and that would absolutely take out Castergilius. Spartacus actually counters the shit out of Gilius. Like none of his squid things are gonna do shit to Spartacus. And the big monster doesn't have a way of just killing Spartacus, and Spartacus would take so much damage he would just blow up and kill it. If you read the character material book for Spartacus, he's honestly horrifying how powerful he is. Even they say this in his character material book. Like, if his NP is used wisely, he can wipe out like everyone in the war, in the Epoch War. Because like there's really like he can just get so out of control, and if it goes off in the right spot, you can basically just wipe out a whole faction, and that's that. So yeah, Spartacus would wreck Castergilius. There's just really nothing Gilius could do about it. Okay, I think the final enemy was a saber? Could do your boy Billy, but I might try something different just to have some variety. There's always Chiron. I think you have like 500k. Can we make Chiron work here? What is he? 999. MP2. I need to grail him, honestly. He's another 80 that I should just slap 2 grails on and take to 90. I think he deserves it. Who doesn't like Chiron? I'll be one of these days. Yeah, I'd put Spartacus on the team. Hercules, but I don't have him on my main account for some fucking reason. Okay, there we go. Even though he's AoE and like the enemy's not going to be Earth or Sky, I just like him. There we go. That's what we'll go with. What for the other unit in the front here? What's something that can synergize with Lancelot that would be fun? Could meme it up with Mash. Do another damage dealer that can work with the star stuff and crits. Yeah, I could put Castoria in the front. I mean, she does have really good synergy with him, though. No doubt. It's always Mozart. He'll definitely die at some point. There's Castergill. I need to get my Castergill skills up. He's kind of like the reasonable but slightly above budget art support. Fun for stuff like this. There's always that. He might die too soon if I did that. This is one I do not even remotely regret taking to 90. That was an easy grail. This might look weird because their colors don't sync up, but because of her new star bomb, I'm gonna go with Ushi. I think that's kind of fun. Okay, that's the emergency button right there. Were there debuffs in this fight? I don't remember. Let's hope not. What a team. Dude, I hate when they just make you use a million supports. It sucks. They make you use 3 story supports, right? It's like you have almost no customization over the team, right? It's not fun. I mostly grailed her for gameplay. I don't hate her, but she certainly is not my favorite unit. But her gameplay is just awesome, so... And I have so many grails, that was like, why not? Like, really, her gameplay is super cool, but, you know, her stage 1 is bearable, right? I don't mind her stage 1, but it's certainly not, If I didn't super like her gameplay, I would pass on her so fast. Let's... You know what? Let's do this. See what we make out of 20 stars here. I wish Lancelot had 2 cards and not 3 cards. Could use his first skill. You know what? Yeah, we'll do it. That'll guarantee the crits. More stars than I need, though. I gotta do slow-mo because I like the animations. Lancelot pretty much has my second favorite animations in the whole game right now. It's super great. Like, you just bonk good, right? It's great. I wish Lancelot was a good solo unit, just because, you know, soloing is a fun thing to do. But he's so at it, so that's kind of frustrating. I don't think they're do it to make it harder. I think they just do it because they're like, oh, story, lol. Hey, look, there's debuffs. All this unnecessary NP gain. To be fair, they do give you Castor or Artoria, but she's 888 with a craft essence that doesn't really... It's okay, but it's not meta, right? There's a lot, and you can't then summon another Castoria, and that's when it gets really broken, right? So it's not that big of a deal. Because a lot of what makes her loop and lets her be really broken needs to be 10-10-10. Like, she's still useful at 888, but she's not like some crazy Omega busted unit. Yeah, that's the thing, there's no point in babying anyone in Lostbelt 6. It's just so late into the game. I kind of forgot she turned into an alter ego. Why are you attacking Ushi so much? What the fuck? Give me a break. I should have done... I messed up. I messed up. I should have done Buster Art then NP, because then Lancelot would have gotten his NP. For some reason, there was some crazy part in my brain that thought the boss had like a bunch of health left. She doesn't like Ushi's stress. It is kind of a catastrophe, and he just drained all of my stars. Fantastic. Yeah, so far Lostbelt 6 a cakewalk, but we've only done 9 chapters, and there's probably like 20 to 25 chapters in total, so we'll just have to see. And for those that don't know, the other chapters are time-gated, so you can't actually do them yet. What was that turn? It actually would have been helpful if he would have just killed Ushi there. Oh, I see your maximum HP is drained. Just don't kill Lancelot. Yeah, I wish we had gotten Lancelot with the helmet. Just for one of the stages. Tesla really is not going to be very good here, unfortunately. He's not a servant, so he won't be Earth or Sky. And then we're in P1 and we're AoE, but we will try regardless. Lancelot could get his NP again really easy. This is tricky. So I should probably do Hans's NP so we don't fall over dead. I'll waste a turn of our crit up just to get the stars. Everybody talk at the same time. So I saw the silhouette character that's going to be playable isn't actually the hooded person that they talked about when they were talking about Vortigern. It's one of the other people in Morgan's court, but some people think it's the same person, like one with the hood and one without. If that's true though, I'm pissed, because you can tell from the silhouette, if that's Vortigern, it's not like old man Vortigern. It's like pretty boy. Like you can just tell by their build and their hair that it's not an old man. So it's either just not Vortigern at all, and the hooded figure is definitely Vortigern from what they've said, but he just may not be playable. And if the silhouette there is the same person as Vortigern, then it's clearly, you know, Lostbelt bullshit Vortigern. Like, again, this Lostbelt has almost nothing to do with regular history, and both in real life, but also in Fate, right? Like the connections between the characters are just completely different, and you know how people are born and stuff is completely different. Like it's just a complete nonsense world. It's not really even an alternate timeline. It's basically a different world to even say that. Yeah, so Vortigern's gonna be lame most likely, or just not playable, or both. They could definitely do both. So it was actually a Billy the Kid crit setup this whole time. Yeah, okay, so the boss is dead. The boss is dead, but Billy got that. He has no buffs, but I don't think he needed it. But seriously, if you look at the silhouette, there's just no way that's like a unit of an old man, right? Like no way. It's like it looks like a fucking pretty boy, and it could be a woman too, really. Well, I lied. The boss has 12,000 life left. God damn it, Billy. Oh, Castoria carried. Team was completely carried. Reset. Lancelot just taken 5. That was a mess of a team. Whale, yep. So I would just like to point out that they added all these new units, so on and so forth. And then they time-locked the event, or I said the event because it feels like an event. They time-locked the story, and so it's you can't do free quests, you can't farm any of the mats. Let's see, I'm gonna have to scroll way down because she won't be in the ones where you can level. It's impossible for her to be up there because you can't level her skills. And then look at this, 60, 60, 60, and you cannot farm these. Like, what the fuck? Also, the music is looping, but good song though. Like, it's such fucking bullshit, man. Add new bronze mat, make a character take that many of them. It's like, okay. Hey, look, it's Tamcat again. Okay, this is the one that I thought it was. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now we can. This is what I wanted to do from the beginning. And meme all over this. Bring Canis for Bond. I should start, now that Mori's done, I should start working on like Chin Gong Bond, because his Bond CE is actually good. Because Canis and Mori, I'm not leveling because I want their bond CE. I'm leveling their bond because if they ever add a Guadia style event again, I want to make sure my favorite characters are bond 10, right? But once Mori and Canis are done, I can start working on people that I actually want the bond CEs for. By the way, someone asked me a while ago if Berghest's bond CE could be good, and I was like, it's okay, but not that amazing. And then when I looked at it again, it sucks, actually. My answer of it's okay, but not amazing was off the... I was assuming that it procced every time she attacked. It does not do that. It has a 30% chance to proc, which makes it absolutely terrible. Because even if it procced every single time she attacked, it would still be questionable if it was worth it or not. But it's 30%. So it's shit. Like, it's absolute shit. Like, it's not good at all. The only way it's good, and you might run into a gimmicky fight, you know, in an event or whatever down the line, but you might have a stage where maybe the enemy has a lot of break bars. She wouldn't be good for this fight because her class is wrong, but for an example, you have fights like the Lostbelt 4 tree, right? You fought Hot Wheels and the tree. Each health bar on the enemy was fairly small, but there was just a lot of health bars, and you couldn't really AoE because of the gimmick too well. So it was just, you needed kind of low to medium damage over and over and over and over again, right? So you might be in a fight, not that fight specifically, but a fight similar to that, where what's rewarded is you don't need that much damage, you just need enough damage. And then you might just need survival, and it might be soft survival, not hard survival. And so if she happens to have enough damage to break the bars or whatever you need done, and you might as well get more soft survival, then it doesn't really hurt, right? Some extra healing, right? But that is so specific, right? Like, overall, this is not good. Because again, even if the proc rate was 100%, it would still be kind of meh. And it's 30%, so yeah, not great. Cool concept, but I think they were like afraid of it being too good, so they kind of killed it. You know what? I don't think we need the back row, so we're gonna bring the bond boost CE. You know what? You're not taking something seriously when you're doing that. If I can find it. Yeah, that's not happening with Vortigern. That's not happening. Like I said, he's either not going to be Actually, I would prefer that he's not playable right now, because the silhouette shows one of the other, you know, people that we saw in Morgan's Court, right? And they are so blatantly not awesome, at least in terms of being a beefy old man, right? Warmonger guy, like, so they're clearly not that. So I just want that not to be Vortigern at all, right? I just want that to be somebody else. That can be Jimmy, right? That's fine. And now the hooded person is almost confirmed though to be Vortigern, right? And the hooded person, you can't really make out their figure, their age, or because they're hooded, right? Either the silhouette is just too random. So my hope is that is Vortigern. They're, you know, more akin to what one might expect, but they're not playable right now. So thus not in the silhouettes that are playable, and then later they make him playable, and that way we have a chance of him actually being cool. Unfortunately, Vortigern I don't think is going to be popular enough, and if he's not playable now, he's probably never going to be playable, which feels bad. I mean, the hooded guy's figure, it's just you can't tell anything about like the shape. The other silhouette though one you really can, and they're pretty thin, and they've got like their hair kind of reminds me of Berserker Kentoki's, which is not a good start. Also, I forgot you had to fight all of these Blackbeards. That might be a slight problem. Go get him, Curse Arm. I would rather no Vortigern than young boy Vortigern. Like, the whole reason Vortigern is awesome is like, I mean, just look at Garden of Avalon, right? I mean, it's like you want the warmonger and he's, you know, got that wisdom too, right? Like, he's a really cool character. You know, if you're not getting that, I don't want him at all, right? Like, Vortigern, but a boyo, like, no. Like, that's so fucking lame. We already have so many characters like that, like Jesus Christ, or we have like fucking nothing like Vortigern. And for God's sakes, you know, Vortigern already has a voice actor from Garden of Avalon, right? So if they don't, you know, keep with that angle, I'm gonna be pretty annoyed. But it's the Lostbelt. God, this Lostbelt is lame. Like the whole premise of it is silly. There's no way Vortigern is popular enough for them to do like Iskandar and Alexander, right? That's never going to happen. The only reason that happened for Iskandar is because here's the thing: you are so much more likely to look at. It's obvious. Look at the characters that get multiple versions. They're either from an already existing Fate work, right? That's not FGO. They're from Fate Zero or you know, Fate Stay Night or whatever, so they already have like a fan base, so then they know it's like safe to, you know, put them in the game because they'll make money off of them. Or it's a waifu that's really popular, right? Like there's a lot of FGO specific characters that have multiple versions, but they're basically all waifus. And this is like a thing where a lot of times for male characters to be super popular and to sell really well, it needs to be two things. They need to either just be overpowered as fuck, or have some miracle design that the community ends up really liking out of nowhere, kind of like Gramps, you know, King Osan. Or they need to be from an established work that characterized them very well. Or like Emiya. Emiya is crazy popular, but that's because he's been characterized a lot outside of FGO. If Emiya had never been seen in anything but FGO, and it was just, and you only got like some vague, you know, look at his character, you know, it's like, okay, it's, you know, that's not going to sell half as well, right? Where waifus can sell if, you know, they just got a pretty face, right? So, you know, obviously a lot of guy characters do sell really, really well, but, you know, it takes more effort for that to come about, generally. I mean, there's still plenty of people that don't like Emiya. Like there's plenty of people that don't like Emiya, but there's also, like, regardless, he's controversial, but regardless, there's a huge amount of people that really, really like him. So, you know, it don't really matter. How much do I care about NP gain? Guess it's fine. I'm gonna be right back and run to the restroom real quick. Yeah, I don't think Emiya is bland, but he's not my favorite character by any means, but I definitely don't think he's bland. Now my thing with Emiya, I would like Emiya if it wasn't for Unlimited Blade Works. Because he goes through all this effort, he betrays Ren, he betrays Medea, he murders Medea, and all these things, and then he gives up on his convictions because Shiro said no you. It's lame. Like, it's just fucking lame, right? If the dude could just stick to his guns, I would like him a lot better, right? But, like, that is such a negative point, dude. Dude, like, it's crazy. Like, just fucking all that, and he's like, alright, no, Shiro said no you. I guess I guess I give up, guys. Fuck it. Like, what the fuck did you do all that for, then? Because when I had just seen the Fate anime, I liked him. And that's on the Blade Works, and I was liking him until the end, and I was just like, really? You're gonna give up on all that because Shiro yelled a lot incoherently, right? Like literally, Shiro's over there, baby rage, and you're like, oh yeah, no, you know, he's got a point. It's like, excuse me. Okay, let's see. Well, this is a beast. I'd kind of like to not use my PFA stuff right now, but if I don't, bad things are probably going to happen. If only somebody had their NP right now. I guess we phase tank one turn, because I don't think I need my health. I may really regret this. Ooh, how about that, though? Level 70, by the way. Okay, this is the NP spammy one. And there should be, like, no way we're gonna lose here. Although, honestly, I guess you need to... I need to break the first health bar pretty quick. Because she could mess up our shields before then. This is where having my NP would be good. Well, Protoku, let's see what you can do here. Ku with the 44k Buster crit. I'll probably play if I feel well enough to do a bonus stream. I'll do Darkest Dungeon. Unfortunately, though, I don't feel so good today. I noticed yesterday, I was like, man, I've had a really good streak where I've been breathing pretty good and sleeping good and not feeling too bad. And then last night I had a lot of breathing problems and I didn't sleep so good. And now I don't understand it, man. I go for like a week of just sleeping good, sleeping good, sleeping good, sleeping good, sleeping good. And then I have one night, I didn't even sleep horrible. I just didn't sleep like amazing, right? I maybe missed out on like an hour of sleep, maybe hour and a half. And I feel like crap, man. Like my head, it's hard to concentrate, you slur your words and all. It's like, what the fuck? One day! Like, work with me here! Okay, can we... God, we have like no damage on this turn. That kind of sucks. Let's see. We do that. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Okay, there's the NP, and it won't do shit because we all have PFA. And see, it's going to take her multiple turns to do it again, and see, by then we'll obviously be able to cast it. And it's not like she can attack multiple times, so if you have one tick of PFA left, it'll always save you, and if that one tick was the last tick, then you can just recast it. And if it wasn't the last tick and it's still there, you don't need to recast it. So, yeah, kind of easy mode, really. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Let's see how many times we can kill her. We've killed her one time. That's 2 times, although 222 health, by the way. 222 damaged. I just like how she wakes up, full charges, goes back to sleep. Okay, it's 3 times. And we get 4? Damn it. Oh, I see, that trait thing like goes away after a while and she gets a crit buff out of it. I'm gonna BRB real quick. I wanna stay on top of my allergy issues here. I'm gonna go use a neti pod real fast. It won't take very long. If I do that throughout the day, it really helps. Breathing later. So what I wish they had done with this boss fight, I wish they would have done the whole thing where, like, it could have just been better, right? It's like it's almost a real fight, but it's kind of set up in a way you can't really lose because you don't actually have to get through the guts, and you know, she stuns herself. I really, what I would have done is I would have given her 2 actions per turn, like Berserkers have, right? Berserkers naturally have 2 actions per turn. Hey Otto, thank you for the resub. I've arrived with Steak and Shake. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I have not had Steak and Shake very often, but anytime I've had them, I have not particularly liked them. But I also have not had, like, most of their menu. And if you like it, then awesome, and, you know, good times. But I'll have to give them another try one of these days. Yeah, their fries, their fries are not good. Anyway, so what I would have done, I would have given her 2 actions per turn, which I think she already has. I don't think she has 3. I think she has 2 actions per turn. And I would have made her first action scripted. And so even if she has her NP, she would do this action before NPing. And they can do that. They've had boss fights like that. And so her first action would always be to cast debuff immunity on herself. And then if she has her NP, she would NP. Right? And so she'll never attack twice. She'll never, unless you skill seal her. She would never attack twice. She would only ever NP, or if she didn't have her NP at the beginning, she'd just do 1 regular attack. So she wouldn't be able to, like, NP, ping off David's shield, and then attack again and kill you. So that would actually help you, but she'd have debuff immunity. So she would not stun herself. And that means she's probably, if you're going to be going through her guts every turn, she's going to be NPing every turn, right? And then I would have given her, like, 10 guts, so you have to kill her, like, 10 times. But wait, there's 2 things you could do, right? You just have a lot of servants that have self-survival, and you do David and Atlas, and so David can get his thing back and be double David. You use the Castoria they give you. Right, there's multiple ways to survive those NPs, and then when David's skills on cooldown, you have units use their own self-survival, then you use your back row and they die, right? You have to kind of pace it out, and you're going to need a lot of survivability. Or you do skill seal, and she can't do debuff immunity on herself, and she'll stun herself, and then you have a lot of, like, time where you can just get free kills. Or you do buff removal, and you get rid of her debuff immunity, right? Or buff block, right? And again, this is fucking Lostbelt 6. It's like, yeah, that would, you know, that's kind of that demand you have a certain style of unit or a lot of raw survival or damage. Because you could also kill her 3 times in 1 turn, right? That's the thing, you could kill her 3 times in 1 turn if you have good damage and stuff. So you could approach it with super high damage, super high survival, or utility. That's a way better boss fight in my opinion. Where this is almost a boss fight, but it's kind of not. In before, when the time lock goes away, we fight this boss again. That'd be pretty silly. I mean, I've seen plenty of people that like this story, but I've definitely seen a lot of people that don't like it too. And to be fair, I am withholding judgment for the most part. I'll say the 9 chapters I've seen, I don't really like it. I just really don't like the premise. I mean, I feel this way anytime they do stuff like this, right? So there's a lot of stuff in the actual story and or in the real legends, but like, even in the fake legends, right? Like the connections between Mordred and Artoria and Morgan and right and like Agravain and Gwaine and Gareth, you know, and being Morgan's kids and stuff. And just certain characters that like each other, dislike each other. You know, the relationship between Morgan and Uther, right? Stuff like that. And then whenever you have a Lostbelt or a Singularity that just throws all that out the window, and instead of making a clever twist on it or expanding on it or doing a what if, but keeping those, you know, baseline stuff there, they just throw it all out the window and just made up nonsense. That's what the story is. I don't think Uther's even in it. You know, the fairies basically just spawn into existence. Humans can't procreate, but they're like bred like machines. It's like, what? Like literally Castor Artoria just materializes. Because it's like how fairies work in this world, and Artoria is a fairy now instead of a human like normal. And it's just like, whenever they do this, it's not interesting to me, right? It's just like, that's why I don't like Mordred and the other Camelot Singularity. Because all the things that make Mordred interesting don't exist in that Singularity. And it's like, well then it's not really Mordred anymore. So it's not interesting, right? Like, it's not what I want to see, right? But might as well just be something else entirely, right? And this Lostbelt is just so much of that. It has like no connections to what makes any of the Fate stuff interesting, and it's like random ass pull stuff just cuz. And I just had to, it's like, you know, it's not my cup of tea at all. Okay, she'll NP now. But hey, look, we get our things back, and even if we didn't, you could do the cooldown reduction from the Mystic Code and vulnerability to the other one, and you'd still be fine. And Ku still hasn't used his. Can't kill her that many times here. Like, Morgan and Artoria aren't even sisters in like a biological sense. They're just two fairies that spawned, and then like, or the reason why they're similar and kind of sister-esque is because basically in this world, it's like if a fairy stops doing what they're supposed to do or they die, a new fairy is born to kind of like do what they were supposed to do, and that just keeps going. There's like certain roles, and Morgan stopped doing what she's supposed to do, and Artoria's like the replacement, and so she's, you know, so they're very similar. That's why their NPs are really similar. They look really similar. And that's obviously not how Morgan and Artoria are in Fate, and like the normal Fate timeline and stuff, you know. And I just think the normal timeline is way more interesting. Like I want to see that expanded on. I don't want this weird fairy fanfiction take on all the Camelot stuff. It's like, yeah, it's Artoria and Morgan, except they're fairy sisters for some fucking reason, and they just, you know, all this other stuff that is not relevant most of the time. Yeah, they keep not doing Camelot, right? They keep like, it's Camelot, but not really. In this case, really not really. Can we get a triple here? I'll probably get a double. I don't think we can get a triple. If Protoku had a Buster card, though, we probably could have. Camelot is already high fantasy. Like, it's already got dragons and elves and bullshit. Like you don't even have to do anything to Camelot to make it high fantasy, right? Like it literally already is that. And you know, in terms of characterization and stuff, you know, that stuff's not even being changed that much. You know, Morgan's a little different than normal, and Artoria's Artoria's pretty different than normal, but you know, you can accomplish that kind of thing without also lol so random, right? You don't need that. Obviously. I mean, they've literally never told the story of Camelot, right? Like, they allude to it, and I guess Garden of Avalon is the closest thing, but it's not like they've ever actually. This is chapter 9. Damn, we're already at chapter 9. So we have to not beat Master Hand, because that I do want to make a video for. So Morgan, or Fairy Morgan, has a bond line where she's like, you don't need any other berserkers, and I'm just like, well, friendship ended with Morgan, we can't be friends. I'm gonna go hang out with Mori and Hercules now, you get out of here. Yeah, she's like, you abandon your other berserkers, you don't need any other berserkers. I was like, fuck you. Mori is way better. I'm just saying. I'll take my tea drinking insane samurai any day, thank you. Also, if you tried to, you know, portray Hercules, I don't think that would go very well. What is this stage? Let's see, what do we want to use here? Go Shakespeare. We used Nightingale earlier. Although Nightingale didn't actually get to do what Nightingale is supposed to do. So maybe we give Nightingale another shot here. And if she doesn't work, we'll Qingong. I just made this so much eviler. Oh my god, I love Qingong though, he's the best. So if it doesn't work out, you just get to be ammo. Do it like that. There we go. This is amazing. Yeah, NA gets Shin soon. Good times. Hopefully there's no debuffs. Am I the only one? Okay. Morgan, the fairy Morgan is, design-wise, looks pretty much how regular Morgan looks, because we've seen regular Morgan in APOC, and they pretty much look the same. So at least we got our design, and presumably if they ever did do regular Morgan, they'd use the same voice actress now, although I don't think they're going to use regular Morgan anytime soon. But anyway, presumably they should have the same design and same look, but they clearly have different personalities, and they made that clear in the bio and just what they've said about regular Morgan. And I'm just like, I would just way prefer regular Morgan, right? Like, this Morgan just seems like an excuse to be way more waifu-y, right? It's like, oh wait, what we've established about regular Morgan, that's not very waifu-y. So we gotta change that. And it's like, oh, it's not regular Morgan, guys, it's Lostbelt Morgan. And it's like, I would just prefer the villain Morgan, right? Like, that's what she got famous for. That's what everyone thinks about when it comes to Fate Morgan, right? I don't need random altered super waifu Morgan that's way nicer. I don't really need that. Like, give me the antagonist. I know people would waifu the crazy evil one anyway, right? So it's not. I don't think it's even necessary, really. Apparently these are fairies, by the way. They're like the Fang clan. Which is kind of an odd take, but it is what it is. The dream is somehow we don't do 30k and I get to do art, but that's not gonna happen. You know, does anyone else feel this way? So, in a lot of these stories, you'll get the Lostbelt version of a character, but you'll get some insight to the regular version or whatever. Like, they've characterized regular Zeus some through, like Lostbelt 5 and Europa's lines, even though you only see Lostbelt Zeus. But they do, they make it very clear that there is regular timeline Zeus, and he is different in this area and that area and stuff. Same thing for Morgan and a lot of other characters. Well, I guess universally I like the regular history version of characters more than the Lostbelt versions. I don't know if there's any exceptions to that. And just once, because every time it's like, oh, it's some super different Lostbelt version. Oh, great, right? It's like fan fiction time. Just once, instead of them just alluding to the other proper version, I want the regular proper version to actually do something, right? So Mars in Lostbelt 5, that actually was regular Mars, that wasn't Lostbelt Mars. And so that was kind of cool. And so you have it's been a lot of Lostbelt stuff, right? A lot of normal history stuff doesn't get much screen time in these Lostbelts, right? And they only do occasionally. And so you got Mars busted in. Can we have like regular Morgan bust in? And she's got like a whole plan, and like, she knows that this Lostbelt's been trying to connect to regular history, and like, she got her own bullshit going on, and she busts on the scene and fucks shit up. That'd be awesome, right? Why can't we have that, right? Like, have waifu Morgan get bitch slapped and have actual evil Morgan be the main antagonist, right? That'd be great. No one would see that coming, but no, we don't get that. Okay, well, I probably should have killed normal carded down that first wave and then NP'd this wave, but oh well. How are we going to get our NP? I tell you what, I'm gonna taunt our boy here just so he gets NP. See, both of his art cards were in the previous hand. That's kind of lame. Do these count as humanoid? Let's find out. Should technically be fairies, but they have ligaments. They are humanoid. Alrighty, I'll take it. Hopefully between the two attacks here, they'll kill it and we'll target switch and hit the other one. Good enough. I just feel like they use Lostbelt as an excuse to make like fan fiction versions of the characters that they'd already established instead of giving us the characters that were already established but have never actually been like gotten screen time, which kind of sucks. This is just a super quiet song. Hopefully 3.0 will be a bit more grounded, but I guess we'll see. I could totally art chain if I yeeted Nightingale. It's tempting, but not a good time to use Qingong's NP anyway. That was only one enemy. And like, I don't even mind if you want to do the more out there but I don't mind if you want to do the more out there takes on characters and the, you know, like Ivan, right? But then add the normal versions for God's sakes. Every time they do something like that, they just will never, you're never going to get regular Ivan, right? They're never going to do it. And that's just always how it is, and it fucking sucks. Like they always say, oh yeah, there is a regular Calamity Jane, and there is a regular Musashi, and a regular Paul Bunyan, but they never use it. So Qingong's buffs would have been really nice right now. Alright, can you impress me, Rice Man? Although he has K-Scope, so not exactly the best for damage. Yeah, and Van Gogh, that's the big one. Don't even... So close, man. So close. That was actually better than I thought. If we had a regular CE, that would have worked. I'm the real Kojiro, yeah. And then Beastly just gets showered in grails, which was his plan all along. Those Spriggans were actually Achilles. Stone Achilles, though. I have no idea what I'm going to do for the video for the final fight here. I definitely think it's going to involve Qingonging Muramasa, but beyond that, I'm not sure. Why do they do this? I mean, there is no world where Kojiro would qualify as a grand because he's not even a servant. Like, there is literally no way he could be a grand because he's not even a servant, or he's not a heroic spirit, excuse me, to begin with. He is a wraith. Oh yeah, this stage. I think he's 10-10-10. Yes, he is. It's Castoria that's not for some fucking reason. Can we loop here? He's a heroic spirit in my heart. I think he's cooler because he's not a heroic spirit, really. Quite unique. It's like with Pluto. Pluto is cooler as an ice giant. So we would loop if Castoria was 10-10-10, but she's not, so we don't. Fucking crap. So what I should have done, what I should have done was killed that first wave with normal cards, then done stuff, blown up here, and then about looped, and then maybe done one turn and then impede again. God damn it. Unfriend scuffed Castoria, indeed. Look at that damage, though. Man, we could have done so much better here. Actually, I'm gonna reset just because I want to see how much better I can do. Because I'm pretty sure our ult account, when it did this blind, did way better than this. We're almost out of content anyway, so... I'm stalling, chat. We could also... There it is. This might help a bit. Throwing for content, exactly. Thankfully, I've never needed to farm eggs. Guys, it's like knockoff Artoria and knockoff Shiro, right? Is this the Chinese Fate Stay Night? That's kind of what it feels like. That's like Fate a lot recently. It's pretty scuffed right now, but it's good enough. 98%. Huh. That didn't quite, okay, we'll just do this. It's fine. What we brought it for, although not that specifically, but that's the way it's going. Who needs Castor Artoria's NP? Okay, easy loop. We don't even need Castor Artoria this time. So I could just use his skill and he'd get it. The question is, would we have been able to have done it again here? Like, how much refund will we get here? To have the NP gain up now. I'm sure it's somebody's ringtone. Not quite. He almost looped there, but not quite. If she was 10-10-10, her art up and NP gain up would be higher, and he would have gotten to 50%, and he could do his battery and loop, which is impressive because they're berserkers, so. Yeah, that's some drops. Even if they were the new mats, it'd be a drop in the bucket for what you need. I'm like horrified about that. Why is chat talking about buff removal so much? Are we Medea now? Oh yeah, this is the stage that's like almost interesting, but then they gave this music. They gave the rulers no health, so it doesn't matter at all. Who do I want to use? Berserker's really good here, but not necessarily necessary, I'd say. Could do Darius, though. That's fun. Could use Canis, just cuz. Let's use Darius. Give our boy a chance to shine here. Best time to get eggs is just when they're in events, because there's not that many servants that need them, so. Unless you've got AP to burn. How do I want to support Darius? Merlin! No. Really good, though. Because between Merlin's battery and his golden rule, you're in pretty good shape there. I can't even believe all the dailies and stuff cost 40 AP. It's just, like, it's stupid. Like, that's just fucking stupid. Like, what are they thinking with that? I can't remember if there's 2 waves of Avengers or 1. I want to say there's 2. So let's go to NP on the second wave. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. I think I got this now. I've got a plan. Okay, George, I'm going to need you to not be too tanky, right? Surely, chat, with this being like the finale of the first, part of Lostbelt 6, the time gate, surely the mobs will hit hard, right? Like, I mean, surely the mobs are gonna hit hard, right? They're Avengers. The enemy Avengers actually follow the same, like, damage formula as yours, so they have the higher damage multiplier and all that. So surely they can get through George. Because I'm not gonna heal him, I'm not using mash to give more defense ups or anything. In case of emergency. Wait, no, in case of emergency. There we go. When has this ever gone wrong? Look at how much, look at this. You might say, wow, Sanson with 12,000 attack, but that's because this CE gives 2,400 attack. Without it, he's only got 9,000. It's so stupid. Like, why do they hate him so much, dude? It's so dumb. And like with a more regular CE, it's very unlikely you're gonna break 12k on him. Like, yeah. It's not great. Use Yang CE coward. I'd have to give him the. I would if I'd burn stuff on him. I'd do it. It's not just Victor of the Moon and Black Grail. Weirdly, there's several other ones. One of the weirdest ones, though, is 500-Year Obsession. That one also gets the bonus attack, and that is such a. Oh, it is. It's only 2 waves. Well, damn. Maybe it's like the next one that's 2 waves. Alright, guys. You all even have some kind of... this looks like a flat damage up. Looks like a flat damage up, and maybe it's like poison on attack. Surely they're going to do enough damage here. The real issue is we got no NP gain for Darius there. Not the best start I've ever seen. You know, chat, imagine you get like this city, you know, with like this disaster spawning, right? It's like a whole thing, all these monsters, and you have this giant Darius, right? You know, Alexander's rival, and this fucking music is playing. Although the music just ended, but you know what I'm saying, right? It doesn't, that shit didn't work. It's fucking Mario Galaxy. Can I, okay, I'll get my NP when George dies. Assuming he actually dies. I'm so waiting for a Darius animation update. That's definitely one I'd be hyped for. Like I said, most of the servants that I super want animation updates for have never gotten one, or they got one so long ago it wasn't that good of an animation update. There are some good ones recently though, really Lancelot and Gwaine. But yeah, a lot of the big ones, Jekyll and Hyde, Darius, Protoku, a lot of that stuff has not gotten one. Billy. And Ku, because Ku's is super old, so it doesn't really count. I think I'm going to give the battery to Darius, even though he doesn't need it, just so he gets the star gem. I think he's got it. Got Buster up, Buster resist down. Fuck. Killed the middle one. Fuck. It lives with 3,000 life. Yeah, I really need these 39 stars for the guy with 3,000 life. Man, it was for Beowulf. Look at this, and Beowulf has 2 cards, so I could NP, card, get my extra attack, right? I could do his Star Absorb. It was the plan. That's what I had this all planned out, and they ruined it. Bastards, man. Let's see if we can get any here. Don't you kill it. There you go. Big whopping, yeah, 12 stars. Yeah, that's the one. Thankfully we got, I could have crit twice too. I even knew this. I even knew this. Yeah, this is fun. Yeah, no, yeah, guys, don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I got anniversary blonde, guys. Guys, I gotta deal with this 87k boss. I really needed that. Those stars, man, really important. You know, all this setup, you know, really necessary for the 87k fucking boss. After Zeus, by the way, this is after Zeus. God. And this is after Lancelot from Camelot. Lancelot in Camelot, it counts as a ruler, right? That's like his whole gimmick is he's class affinity works like a ruler even though he's a lancer, right? And he's got, you know, way more health than this thing and he's immune to debuffs and all that shit. And then this guy comes in here and he's like, yeah, I'm a boss. Disaster, by the way. Lancelot is that's coming up. Probably though like Lady of the Lake or some nonsense. Lancer not. Okay, I think it's the same thing, but a Berserker at the end, and I think it's 2 waves of Avenger. And I actually get, alright, hold on. Hold on. This might take a second, but it's worth it. Gotta put in the code here on my actual phone. So as I go through the UI, people are gonna know what I'm doing. But I want to see whoever calls it first. I'm setting something up to be summoned by my main here, right? On my ult. So let's see if anyone can figure out what I have planned. Let's see who's the first person to figure it out here. Phantom solo? Yeah, no, I don't think so. Apparently I hadn't done my login today anyway. Who am I giving those to now? I'll give people time to guess. Double Gilgamesh, yeah, clearly. Say if it was Edmund, if I was doing Edmund, I wouldn't be setting it up on my ult, right? Like I'm getting something ready for my ult to be used by my main, you see. Real quick though. Who do I want to give these to next? It's always Protoku. That's definitely what I'm leaning towards. Achilles would be cool though. I could just hold on to them. How many do I have? 17. That's quite a bit. I'll hold on to them for now though. Me. Yeah, putting you all in the game. So I'm realizing most people have no idea which units of mine are on which account. Definitely seeing that. Let's see. Fan go, yep. I don't remember what I have on NA, let alone your alt account. I feel that, Zaw. I feel that. Kind of weird to put all the star bomb stuff on Buster, but we basically want to click Buster all the time here, so I don't have the one big crit one. BB for days. Technically, Quick gets the most out of flat damage. I would do Aussie if I could. The problem is Aussie's on this account, so I can only summon either Gwen or Aussie. I can't do both. I would totally do that if I could, though. And that will happen in future. That will definitely happen in future. It's kind of annoying, though, because I've got Burgerfest on one account and Gwen on the other. And I have Aussie, and he's level 90, but I don't have his skills up yet. So that's kind of annoying, because normally what I would do is I'd use my Gwen, someone else's Aussie, and there you go, but that's kind of complicated now. Don't know why it's not... I don't know why I wasn't showing it, I had to click it there, that don't make no sense. Burger Fest does not have like general command codes on right now. She has Yang CE command codes on right now, which is not as good in a team unless every card has burn on it, which I didn't do that. Only 2 of the cards have burn on it. I could give Gwaine burn on his cards. I could give them both the Yang CE, actually. I have it on both accounts. You know, take it back. Take it back. We gotta do that. We are so doing that. Oh, the bullshit right now. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. I need to level it though. That's the one thing. My old account does have an MLB Yang CE. It actually got it last year because it went for Brunhilde and it just got lucky. It just got super lucky and I just got it really easy. But I never leveled it all that much. Although I don't think I have been making CE bombs on my ult account because I didn't give a shit. Wow, I have like no XP available for this thing right now. Yikes. Can I level it once? That would be ideal. Oh, I guess I don't need this anymore because the rerun has already happened. Yeah, that'll make a difference. Okay, hold on. Now it's 600 XP. Surely there's some trash I can give it. Oh, I know what I can do. Wait, I didn't get a single one. It's because I burned the 1-star ones and I only keep the 2-star ones. Oh my god. Game, please. Yeah, my old account doesn't have much SQ. What did I roll on? I rolled on something recently. What was it? I forgot. Shit. But yeah, I rolled on something recently on this account. No, not Lantoria. That was Fujino. That's it. Lantoria was the like the newbie account. Yeah, it was Fujino. And we got our MP3, that was awesome. I just don't know how I'm gonna get the mats on the old account, but one of these days I'll get that up. That's gonna be nice, actually. Dude, the FGO UI is so bad, it's just painful, and whenever I'm sleepy, like I don't sleep enough, and it's hard to concentrate, it is just infuriating. Because it's easier to mess up and go in the wrong thing, and like it's already confusing to begin with. It is just like so rage-inducing. Like literally anytime I don't sleep well, I just want to like punch my monitor when I'm dealing with FGO UI. It's so fucking obnoxious. Okay, so we need more burn. We definitely want the burn star gen one then. We don't necessarily have to have every single card with burn, but we definitely want a decent amount here. Yeah, it's pretty easy to lose hope in FGO. They've been so poorly managed for so long. And then when you just compare them to the other companies, and like a lot of those companies have less money than them, and they put out so much more content, and they do so many more side game modes and everything. It's just like, what the hell, man, right? It's fucked up. Is 2 enough, or do I want more than that? So it's 2, and then also both of their NPs would do burn. Might do 1 more. Let's see if that's good enough. But you could do burn on every single card if you wanted to. Okay, I should probably give Berghest like one more burn.
Yeah, いらっしゃいだね、マスター君。
Might be already equipped to somebody though. We'll see. Maybe just switch this to a Buster one. Imagine being able to just drag it. Yeah, it's like a touch screen, right? Like but nope, can't do that. Gotta click a billion buttons instead. Wait, I can do the Arjuna one. Okay. That's only 2 burn. I should probably do 3. Yeah, 3 each seems good. It's 3 each, and then they also burn on their NPs. Not showing us updated command codes, although if we go into the stage, it probably will, but just to be safe here. There we go. Okay. I forgot to give him the CE. It's so small. Yikes, imagine actually playing that way. That would be horrible. Okay, what do we give them support-wise? I 1000% would say Aussie, but his skills aren't leveled. Oh yeah, this account has Aussie too, but yeah, his skills aren't leveled. But I can't wait to try this team. I think it's gonna be awesome. That'll be a video at some point for sure. Like that really is a fun setup right there. I don't have the QP. I have actually all the mats for him, I'm pretty sure, but I don't have the QP really, so that's the problem. But I'll put it on a higher priority, try to get that done. All right, maybe we just do Hans for the stars and the crit buff. Like when in doubt, use Hans. Although there are a lot of dots here. Could do Asclepius. Not a lot for crits though. Hans can heal it. Maybe I should have given them a debuff clear though. That might have been a good idea. We could do... I've got an idea. And then we do Star Bomb. Need Golden Carp. Why do I always have such a hard time finding Golden Carp? But it's so good for Hans, because then he can NP right away. Fuck, where is it? God damn it. You wouldn't think Kentucky would be hard to find. It's because I never remember what level it is. Oh my god. There it is. Way higher level than I was thinking. Do we use... I guess we use the Switch Mystic Code. Sucks then I have the Star Bomb though, it's really good for them. Well, you know what? Arthur makes a bunch of stars. We're gonna use Arthur as a star. Like, look, he'll show up Star Bomb for 20 stars, right? And then he's got his skill for 30, so he can show up and make 50 stars. He may never show up though, it kind of depends on how the stage plays out. Well, I cannot find any of the things I am looking for right now. And same thing with Mordred, because she makes 20 stars. Probably don't have the team cost. I'll have to use a Fionn Dearmid one. Actually, it's Dearmid and Edison or whatever the fuck. No, I don't know what. No, it is Fionn and Dearmid. There we go. Arthur equal Mozart. New servant. Alrighty. Do we just... I'd like to point out, there are 2 Buster cards that don't apply burn. Gwaine and Bergest, whatever her name is, they both have 1 Buster card that doesn't have burn on it, and we got them both. So yeah, not gonna do the best damage on this turn here. Just pass on this one real quick. Okay, let's see what we make happen here. Everyone gets a debuff. And let's see. I want to go Blammo now. I kind of have to cast her skills because that's when the sun buff is up. At least I have to use her first one. Let's see how much damage he does. Oh man, that's at neutral, dude. That's funny. Balanced craft essence. Oh, hey, Green can't read this. That's really weird when I just say that. Okay. Just crit, Gwaine. All you gotta do is crit, and we're all good here. 80%. There we go. Damn it, she didn't crit with either of those. She still did a lot of damage, but we could have killed right there. And then we could have impeded with our buffs. We could have impeded with our fucking buffs, and now we're not gonna be able to do it. Bullshit. This is not a particularly awesome hand for what we want to do. The only animation on Gwaine there that I don't like. See, she'll apply the burn to everybody. That looks, the perspective on that looks weird. And then Gwaine gets the bonus damage. Fuck split rate ups, by the way. Damn it, didn't kill them all. Killed 2. I wanted to be able to switch in Hans right now. Yikes! Gwen's got a couple of dots on him. Only 118? Game, please. You insult me. One turn on Asclepius's giant heal and his debuff clear and all that. I was so tempted to bring in Arthur. I probably should have, to be honest. Yeah, I should have. I should have. That's way funner. Alright, more sun. Literally the first time I have ever gotten to use her first skill with the bus drop. We've just never used her on a sun stage. Technically, we still haven't used her on a sun stage, but with Gwen, every stage is a sun stage. Oh my god, Gwen has to go first, because we got the 2 cards that don't have burn on it again. Why does this keep happening? $95K. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's sad we don't get to see that final Buster there. That was fun. You know, I feel like Hans would make every single singularity better if he was like in the main story. All right, let's see. Wait, is this this is the final one. I probably shouldn't have used an apple there because we have to save it for a video anyway. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is the blurry vision part. I think we got one more. Nope, this is it. Okay, remind me to zeet the app in case we happen to win. What do we want to do here? I have no idea what we're doing for the video, but I still want to chin gong Muramasa because he makes this fight so easy. Like, it's basically a cutscene if you use Muramasa. There's no way to lose, so we'll just give him the shot here. I have such an idea though for how I'm going to edit this in the video. We got something fun in mind. Yeah, it's a level 100 mash, but she does not. You can't look at her profile. She doesn't have foe items, and her CE has 0 HP and 0 attack, so her stats aren't any higher than the, like, if anything, they're lower than your mashes. Who do we want to use? I kind of want to use Ku, just because we're not really using Ku for anything, and he'd be kind of good here as the debuff clear. Well, let's go fix our command codes. They're kind of a calamity right now. Norwich Calamity. Get it? Okay. How about that music, though? He's actually got okay command codes on. I hope Tristan does come back. He died with so little fanfare. I'm hoping. I would not Grail Mash, no. I'm sure plenty of other people would, though. I highly doubt this counts as a servant. I'd imagine the people that have 2k fodder are the people that would grailer, because some people have done that. Keep the burn stuff on her for now. It's a cool background in that art. I'm trying to remember, did this boss like cast defense up on itself or something? I don't remember. It might have been an unremovable gimmick. Well, just because I don't remember, I'll put this on and see if it works. Besides, it's 10% crit up even if it doesn't do anything. Let me guess, it didn't save all the stuff I did with the team there. It did! Well, how about that? I wonder if I could have Ku be the literal, like, the only DPS on the team here, because you don't have much room for units. Ku doesn't really need Asclepius, though, I feel like. What is a fun unit to use? We literally get one unit. Could go for just damage. You could go for the support stuff. Right, what happened to Zerp? Oh, Zerp got Sanson. Feels bad. He doesn't deserve this. You could totally make Canis your main DPS here. I think that would be workable. I suspect Zaw did that. I would not be surprised if Zaw used Martha too, because Martha has debuff clear. Could do Irish stuff. Yeah, fuck it, we'll do Irish stuff. That's fun. Do I do Atlas? Probably. It's either Atlas or default. We'll do Atlas in case of emergency. Just ignore defense, I know, right? Is this bot's threat to humanity? I'm not sure. Arc Knight's music, though. Now, you can... Look at this, look at this. Not only do they give, like, Muramasa special stage gimmicks here, but you can do this, and then he's got Armor Ignore, and he can just instantly break this first health bar, right? You can instantly break his first health bar by doing all this stuff. But we're not doing that. We're gonna have Chen Gong take care of business, and, yeet him. I guess I just bust her up Ku here. Like, fuck it. Do I art chain? Nah. You mad? Yeah, I got the crit. Oh yeah, holy crap, you... Look at how many dots you get on yourself from attacking it. Maybe we did want Asclepius. Jeez. That is quite a bit there. I wonder if she can break it with her third skill. 147. I mean, it's got the defense up, so... Probably should have given Scath some command codes, but it was kind of last second there. Yeah, you double dot yourself from one attack. Oof. How did you just miss both of those? 80%, by the way. Feels great. Jesus. I might need to take this a little bit more seriously. Oh, it does give itself a defense up. Too bad I didn't get the card. Need to buy a little bit of time for Scath here, because this is not a great turn to NP. Has 2-hit invulnerability, and I don't have the defense removal thing yet, so... Sorry, Chen. The dots got him. You know, if only Ku had some kind of utility, right? If only Ku had some kind of a ability to, like, you know, help out when it comes to, like, certain boss gimmicks and stuff. Oh yeah, he's got his third skill. Okay, so the question is, can she stun this thing? Oh my god, the deck shuffled and we still don't have the defense removal thing. Well, let's find out if we can stun it. Gonna really suck if we can't, because Scath will die when she doesn't need to. I could obviously save Scath with my skills. Oh my god, I just remembered I needed Zeet the app. I had forgotten. That would have been bad. Not quite enough. She would absolutely have broken that if we had just gotten the stupid card. She could stun it though. Wow, we still don't have it. It's in the third hand. I fucking hate this game sometimes, dude. It's like, you can't, we could not have had worse RNG than that. And like, if the deck had just shuffled differently, we would have already broken the health bar by now. Yeah, they gave all three of them gimmicks here. And now someone died, so the deck shuffled again. But now it just wore off, right? Like, so many turns went by, the defense buff just wore off. Because somehow we went like 5 turns in a row there without getting our one card. See, this is actually an interesting fight if you get rid of Muramasa, but Muramasa makes it such a joke. Dot's really getting to me here, though. Oh, Quetz is in P? Yeah, I bet you that would look weird. I might do that real quick if we can get Rex's to show up. Well, that was unfortunate. How much health does it come back with its guts? If it doesn't come back with that much, we'll just fuck off. I really don't want to risk losing this stage. But if it comes back with a lot, then we gotta, we got more work to do. It's kind of a lot, 100k. That's so annoying. Like, kind of worth doing. And I have no idea what I'm gonna do for the video. I don't feel like it's really hard to make a fun video for this stage because if you get rid of Muramasa, you have like no team because they force all these useless units on you. And if you use Muramasa, it's just the easiest thing on the planet, right? It's gonna be hard to make a video that is mechanically interesting, but then also like thematic or fun or any of that, right? It's gonna be really annoying to try to make something for it. Like if I wish they just gave you Muramasa and then you could just Zeet Muramasa and then you can make a full team, right? That would be the ideal situation there. I know what music I'm going to use though, although some of the music might change depending on what units I bring, but Ku, you're so close! You're 97%, god damn it. He'll get it here though. Hey look, remove the defense buff. Okay, we have guts, so... how did I not get my NP there though? There we go, okay, we got it. Okay, really close though. We barely beat that. Like last turn we win. But we'll definitely do 82k because we got our NP and he doesn't have the other defense buff, so he did. That was his only gut stack. That was way closer than I thought it would be there, but okay, we'll just get out of here now. Alright, let me BRB real fast and then we'll try out. We'll bring some units that have... Fuck, I can't use Quetz. I can't use Quetz because you don't... You can't... There's no supports. Fuck. Well, I'll look at my units, and we'll see who we have, who might have an NP that would look funny. But, yeah, shit, we can't really have fun with that. I've got Tomoe, that's one. Okay, let's see what we got to work with here. You only can bring 3 units too. We don't have to Zeet Muramasa though, so we actually get another slot. That's the thing, if you want to Zeet Muramasa, you only have 2 units. I mean, it would be impossible to make a servant command because it would just be a billion fucking things. Can you put them in the back? Okay, at least you can do that. Alright, so we get 3. Alright, who's got an NP? Okay, Santa Karna. That's potentially a good one. We got Tomoe. That's definitely. I think Tomoe makes the cut, like, for sure. That's too good to not do that one. Bunny Artoria, what is hers? I don't think that would be that good, unless I'm forgetting what it looks like. Quetz would really be a good one. Aussie's is okay. That's not like the best. You need the ones that really give you weird perspective shifts and stuff. That's generally the ones that look really well. Shiba could be good. Shiba could be good. Okay, yeah, we'll slap Shiba. Wait, do I have Shiba on my main? I don't think I do. I know I have it on my ult, but I don't think I have her on my main. Fuck. And I've only got her NP1 on my ult. Sucks. I think who's got funky camera angles. Emote's the idol one. That could be funny. I obviously don't have Summer BB. I don't know why so many people are saying that. Unless I do have her and I forgot, but Mori would be alright. I don't think it'd be anything too weird though. Regular BB doesn't do anything with like the camera. Mordred makes a pretty weird angle actually in hers. That's one I don't think people would think of, but she really does do some weird stuff with the camera. I think we'll do that one. She also can NP on turn 1 really easy. Alright. Actually, I think I do have Luvia. It's just she's like level 5 or something because of Lost. I have so many K-scopes because I've been playing this game for an ungodly amount of time. I don't even remember what these abilities do. So she's like banging the keyboard at random, and I'm just like clicking the buttons at random here. Alright, slow-mo. Alright, I'm looking forward to this. You know, that actually looked pretty normal until the end. The end looked pretty stupid, but that was almost normal for what you were like watching, right? I've seen hers break the game a lot more than that. That wasn't too bad. Okay, that was not. That was not right. That does not look right at all. Yeah, I'm telling you, Mordred's does that a lot, where it's like you just see the sprite at an angle that you really should not be. Oh, come on. 97%. It's because his hit count is so low. What a dick. She's gonna give herself so much curse here. Dude, debuff immunity is OP here, because there's no charges to it, right? It's just unlimited. There we go, she got it now. How do you think Morgan would feel, especially regular Morgan? Never mind the softy pants Lostbelt Morgan, but how do you think regular Morgan would feel if she saw this? Fucking MHXA idol.
月光大河すなわちルミナス
Pain.
有名信頼なれどもハーモニー
It like didn't do anything. Look at that fucking bastard. He didn't care about the music at all. Guess our concert wasn't good enough. She would form a rival idol band. You know, I wouldn't put that past her. They'd do that in a joke event. Yeah, he was not amused. So for a fight where you're just fighting a ligament, this is, in terms of style, I don't mean gameplay, but the art actually works pretty well here. This is probably the best they've done when the enemy's like so large like that. You know, and the whole spooky curse disaster thing, you know, it all works pretty well. Alright, let's see if we can do anyone else. We'll use our Luvia, because even though she's level 1, the NP animation is the same. Alright, give her the super scope. Alright, we have Space Ishtar. I wish I didn't. Is Saber Liz? I can't remember if hers does anything too funky or not. Alright, where's Luvia? I think this account has Luvia. Maybe it's my ult that has Luvia. Do I not have her? I'm not seeing her. Yeah, I guess it's my ult that has her. Damn. I don't like Saber Trapface. I don't like him at all. Believe me, I wish I did not have that, and I did not roll on that. That was shut up, Red. That was the GSSR. Thank you. Fucking Red man. Okay, Tristan could be okay, actually. He's got kind of a perspective shift. Now, I don't think it's anything amazing, but that's a maybe. Yeah, I don't have a lot of the wacky servants that do really bizarre NP animations. Quetz is like one of the best ones ever. Like, Quetz and Luvia are really good. I'm so sad I don't have Luvia, because I think that really would be a great one. Super Roma zooms out a lot. There's at least that. Aussie? Okay, fine. We'll get Aussie in here. That's such good art for him, dude. Nightingale Christmas. Mori's okay, but he doesn't really do anything with the camera, really. You'll just see the sprite get, you know, pulled upwards, which will look silly, but it's not gonna be anything too crazy. Saber Karna, yeah, I think that's a good one. I think that'll look stupid as fuck. If I can find him. There he is. He has a battery. I mean, they actually all have batteries. Yeah, everybody on this team has a battery, and then Aussie has a team-wide battery, so... Seriously, someone with Quetz, we need to see it. Oh god, slow-mo. I'll have to put it back in slow-mo in a second, though. You know, she's super good for this fight because she makes you debuff immune and she can double NP and it's a berserker. She's actually really good here, like for real. Probably not the best unit in the entire game or anything, but oh, my Karn doesn't have max rank skills. Thanks, Ozzy. Yeah, you can't bring supports, unfortunately, or we would bring Rexes. Yeah, that's not the worst, but these hands though. You can tell you're supposed to see it at a certain angle with the purple cloud. That was pretty normal. That was reasonable. You can obviously tell there's no like rest of his body back there like there should be, but that wasn't too bad. I should have hit 179k, like no buffs. It's not bad. It rank 1 charisma. They're high-fiving, yeah, clearly. Nice debuff there, champ. Karn is double debuff immune right now, by the way, because he has his own debuff immune skill. Dude, she could bam pretty easy. Like, I really think she'd be a really good unit for this stage. Now, obviously, Muramos is all you need, but... Yeah, I know. Quetz is, like, the top pick here. Her and, Luvia, I think, are the two best ones I can think of. Cairo does this stuff all the time, so he knows some of the gems. I gotta say, Mordred's was probably my favorite so far. Mordred's was ridiculous. Like, that was such a... Like, the sprite was so warped. Like, that was absolutely not right. Okay, let's see. I don't even remember what Antoinette's NP looks like, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, you know, that is a good one. We'll get Romulus. I don't have a Reshigal. I don't think waivers would be anything too crazy. Horse Bendo's on the other account, unfortunately. The ones that make the camera get weird is normally the best ones. Or when it makes the sprite have to move very quickly, those are normally good too. Carmilla's not too bad. You just magically fit inside the Iron Maiden for some reason. I don't even remember her Saber Hoga size. I guess we'll bring her because I don't even remember her NP animation. Yeah, we did scats when we actually fought it for realsies. All right, I forgot. I should have swapped those around. I could have NP'd on all 3 of them if I gave them the super scope. Oh well. By the way, it's actually Roman. I don't know why I'm doing all these buffs, to be honest. Yeah, they should buff his NP. They're awesome, by the way. Not gameplay-wise, unfortunately. This doesn't even make sense. That must look pretty bizarre in Tiamat. Dude, Santa Karna against Tiamat must be amazing. This is like the best look at the sprite that we've gotten, though. That's just like a really good look at the sprite. Look at all that guard. His animations are painful in slow-mo. Like, goddamn. Tiamat gets a nosebleed. Imagine story replay. That'd be nice. It's a magic trick! Where did it go? See, now you see it, now you don't. Just like bit him on the finger and the whole thing disappeared. That's a really long animation there. Pyro has a video of like a Lostbelt tree versus a bunch of wacky NP animations. This is like the worst boss ever for it though, because you don't have supports. You really want a stage that has supports. I tell you what though, I'll probably, when I make a video for this stage, after it ends, I'll put like a bonus clip at like the last few seconds of the video of showing Mordred's NP there, because that's been my favorite one so far. That was really like fucked up. Okay, boys, I think it will wrap up there. I know it's a short stream today, and I'd love to do a bonus stream, but I'm pretty pooped. And the idea, here's the thing about Darkest Dungeon, you know, it's permanent death, right? So if I'm over here, Mr., you know, Sleepy Pants, you know, halfway delirious, and I do something stupid, I'm gonna get people killed, right? And I don't, we've had enough of getting chat killed in that game. So I don't think I should play that right now, and I could use a break. So I'll just take it easy today. But we'll try to play Darkest Dungeon soon. I really do want to get back to that game. It's good stuff. But thank you all for hanging out. I hope to God they give us some content before the time gate is up, because the time gate's a freaking month. So I really hope they do something in the meantime. You know, maybe a hunting quest with the new mats in it. Wouldn't that be nice? Cairo is streaming. Yeah, we'll raid him. We'll hit him up. Yeah, I was actually watching Cairo before I started streaming, and he's still streaming. So I'm a bitch over here. But I'm tired, man. What do you want from me? Last I knew, he was playing the Kiara boss fight, so we'll see how he's doing over there. Anyway, boys, thanks again. I'm out of here.